Hi everyone, welcome on back to my channel. So today I just wanted to come and discuss density and thickness. And I feel like sometimes they are compared to be the same thing, but they're actually not. And I also feel when you have fine hair and you're starting your lock journey, this can be a confusing factor on what size lock you should get. And I know for me, it was confusing when I started because I actually wanted micro locks, to be honest with you. And when I started parting my hair and trying to get these really small parts, I realized that this was something I didn't think I would be able to maintain or wanted to maintain. And I also was considering how it would look with the density of my hair, and those are all things you need to think about when you're starting your journey and how your hair is going to fall with the density and texture that you have, and how do you want your locks to look in the end. So let's go ahead and break down the two. So thickness actually refers to the width of a single strand of hair, and that is usually classified as fine, medium, or coarse hair. And of course, for me, I have fine hair, and it's always appeared not as full, I want to say, or thin looking, especially when I used to get perms. And I think that's why I didn't necessarily like getting my hair permed or styling my hair after I got a perm, because I felt like it never looked as full as I wanted it to. And perms just thin out your hair and straighten it to the extreme capacity. So I never liked my hair when I feel like I was going through my perm stage. I began to love my hair, I believe, especially when I went natural, because then seeing the bit of thickness that I had when it wasn't straight, I actually came to love my hair in that state. So let's talk about density. Density is actually how thin or how thick your hair looks when it's grouped together. And this is usually classified as thin, medium, or thick hair. So for me, I feel like I have a medium density, but my hair is fine. So that's where it could be a bit confusing, because you would think when you have fine hair that your hair can never look full or thick, and that is not true. Meaning that someone with fine hair can have hair that actually looks full and dense, and then on the other hand, you can have someone who has extremely thick hair that looks thin and sparse. So it's like you can have the two be either way. And that's where it comes into play, the importance of figuring out which one do you have, what density and thickness you have within your hair, and how you want your hair look when you're deciding the parting and the actual lock you want to have for your hair journey. So I feel like it all boils down to, do you want your hair to look full? Does that matter to you? Or do you want your hair to look thick? So it's like, which one is better? So for me, I figured out, like I said, by doing my own hair, that I rather have it look full as possible. So that's why, and I'm laughing because I feel like when I did my counting of my locks, some of you were like, wow, you have so many. Yes, I have 122 locks, and I would have more than that if I didn't combine my locks, obviously, and of course, but I thought definitely I need as many locks as possible, because I don't want my hair to look not necessarily scalpy. I don't feel like my hair does look scalpy. I don't feel like my hair is extremely thin. Like I said, I believe that my density is a medium, maybe to coarse density, but I just want it to look as full as possible. Fullness matters more to me than a thickness look to my hair. So that's why I chose to do so many locks. And I feel like I have achieved the look that I'm looking for my hair density and texture. This is as good as it's going to get. So I definitely know as my hair is growing and progressing, it's starting to look fuller. And the reason for that is definitely because I have so many layers in my hair also. So I definitely feel like when these layers come down and meet the other length of my longer locks, it's going to give me even more of a fuller look, and that is definitely what I am looking for. So when you're on your lock journey or when you're starting, those are the things you need to consider, especially if you have fine hair. And like I said before, I believe in my stages of locks, I've seen it look great either way. Be realistic with yourself also, because you could look at someone's hair and think that you have the same density and texture or thickness, and you could be fooled because it may look a certain way, but the number of strands of hair on someone's head can be completely different, even if it looks similar to what you may have. So I know some of you say that, my hair looks kind of similar to you guys, but honestly, all of our hair is different, and even if it looks similar, it's definitely not the same. And that also means that it definitely won't react the same. It definitely won't look the same if you do the same size as me or you do a thicker size. You definitely have to be realistic with your hair and what it can do. I don't think I necessarily want thickness, but I used to think that that was the end goal because I got the two confused, But for me now, knowing what I know and seeing how my hair is progressing, I definitely know that I'm looking for a fuller look for my hair density and texture. So that is pretty much it for discussing hair density and thickness, especially when it comes to fine hair. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye, guys.